It's a very, very busy day, but we try to cover as much as we can. This is Mirex's crazy audiophile system. I think you win the craziest looking boot build or equipment layout, because you're crazy.
It's unusual.
Definitely, you went all out. You have to help me with a couple of things. Source, let's start with the source.
So the source, we have two sources. The first source is the room server. So that is more for when I have a time to set it up and when I listen to music for myself. On the daily use, it's Apple CarPlay connected to DSP by MOST transmitter. So that's the source. Then the signal goes to the DSP. We have a Resolut DSP, and after that goes to the preamplifier from Audi solution with the analog volume control, and then the signal is redistributed to the Ground Zero Pure SQ amplifier that is responsible for the tweeters and the mid-range. Then we have a quartetto by Roberto Tognon that is responsible for the mid-bass.
Bridged.
And it's bridged, as well as in the mono stage duo, also by Roberto Tognon, to cover the sub.
So yeah, it's just freeway and sub. Nothing overcomplicated on that side.
No.
And we also have an S150 for your power.
S150, the power block to provide a consistent power. Obviously with the mild hybrid, that power tends to fluctuate when it's connected between the 48 and 12 volt battery. So it will keep to stabilize that power and give it to the amplifiers. Obviously another protection, which is also pretty good, and good access to the fuses as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when the panels come in, people don't see anything because you have daily panels now. We just popped out so people can see this madness, because it's definitely an eye candy, shall we say. Let's go to the front. Let's see the speakers. So you have a custom installation for the mid bass, but it's using the air space of the door, right?
Yes. Yeah, that is correct. It's just to customize the door from the outside, the
retrimmed,
inside.
nice little touch as well from CAS in Poland, right?
Yep.
Was this also done in Poland?
Yes,
That's
been all fabricated in Poland, because the Audi door cards are quite down facing for the speakers, so we couldn't let it to be like that, so hence why we had to change it slightly so the speaker will be positioned in a different angle.
Yeah, and I can see it was separated, reaching separated and mounted back.
Yes.
Yeah, nicely done, very tastefully. And last time when I saw you, I was told that this is not what I thought what it is.
Correct.
Which driver is it?
It's a Brax TT1 version.
Yeah, quite an old model, but it's still performing really well. And over there we have ODR mid-range, which is another dinosaur by today's standards, but it's an amazing mid-range. And you have the Accuton ceramic home audio version, and yeah, that has its usual character, very clean, very detailed. Sub we won't see now because we put the trunk panel to the back seat, but you have a ScanSpeak. Which one is it?
32W
is the gold, the automotive version yes. Playing through the ski hatch. People could see the box in front of the power block.
Yes.
That's the enclosure, sealed enclosure for the sub playing through the ski hatch. Correct. So technically it's very simple. We could say competition layout, three-way front sub. How do you feel now after, how long have you had the new tune on the system?
About 2 weeks.
2-3 weeks.
Since last time I came to your workshop, yeah. So it does play nicely. So it opened up, but like I said, it's never been tuned properly since we changed a few things around, and I think that's the time when it's getting more stable, so we can focus on tuning.
Yeah. Well, now you also had the evaluation. You know what parts of the installation work well, what may need a bit of improvement. But often now it's been tuned and you spend a lot of time in it, and wife is complaining a lot that you spend more time in the car than with her probably. How do you feel what would be the first call for an upgrade? What would you upgrade in the system now?
A front sub. I think that's what we already discussed, and I'm conscious of that. And yeah, definitely something as a next step for improvement.
Yeah.
Obviously, with that in mind, probably the DSP will need to be changed for something else, probably Brax. That's what I'm considering at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there is definitely something for the next steps.
Step by step. But yeah, at least for now, it's definitely singing well. We can definitely hear the character of all that equipment at the back, that there is a high-end, like instant identity when you jump in a car with that level of equipment. You can tell, especially on mid and high, that okay, this is a different category. It really delivers something special. When me and Eddie we listened to it, one thing was really outstanding for us was the mid-range. That came even with the limitation of the DSP, because many people don't know this Resolut DSP, and we only have 5 bands of EQ, which the purists think it's enough, but in a car, unfortunately, we need more. Something is happening at the back. But even with those limitations, it turned out really nice. It does something really special. Even I have to admit.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
so much more that can be done. All right, thank you very much, Mirek.
Thank you very much, and also special thank you for Pavel for helping me to put it all together, and all the advice all the time he spent with me on that car.
Hang on a second, before we really hang up, we didn't show that.
Yes, the analog volume control.
I'm gonna shut the door then. Is it gonna come on? Maybe we can mention a few words about it, why you need an analog volume controller. There is definitely a difference between controlling the source volume or the DSP output. So the guys were doing a lot of testing, and they found that if the DSP output section is always kept all the way up, then there's a finer dynamics in the lower listening level if the volume is controlled on the analog source input. It's definitely noticeable, but yeah, I would question whether all that effort is really worth it when you can only really appreciate that fine dynamics at low listening levels probably at late night.
Yes.
When you drive, that refinement, once you turn the level up, is not so noticeable anymore. But at low levels, it's definitely noticeable. So, and oh yeah, we can see it now. That's where that is also an amazing touch. That's the volume that was modified, and you can nicely adjust it here. So this is where we can now finish it, and then we will see if we can see some upgrades in it in the future.